Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal to seek trust vote in Assembly today. Congress reassures its support, outside support to the Aam Aadmi. Delhi government orders a CAG audit. Delhi government orders CAG audit of Delhi's discom companies, rejects objections of power companies to the audit. Maharashtra Cabinet to reconsider its stand on Adarsh probe report. Cabinet had earlier rejected the report, severely indicting senior Congress leaders including former Chief Minister Ashok Chavan in the incident. Centre cancels 3,600 crore rupees VVIP chopper deal with Anglo-Italian firm Augusta Westland in view of kickback charges. Augusta denies any wrongdoings. And newly elected Maldivian President Yameen Abdul Gayoom to meet President and Prime Minister today. Important bilateral agreements on the cards. Hello and welcome to Doordarshan News. First, the top stories. Arvind Kejriwal-led AAP government will prove its majority on the floor of the House today. AAP has 28 MLAs and needs at least 8 MLAs to achieve the required majority of 36 in a House of 70. While the Congress has 8 MLAs, the BJP and its ally SAD has a total of 32 MLAs. The JGU, which has offered support of its lone MLA to the government and an independent account for remaining 2 members. Ahead of the floor test, the Congress made it clear that it will continue its support to the AAP government and there was no question of reviewing the decision. The election of the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker will take place tomorrow. Delhi government has ordered an audit of 3 private power distribution companies in the city by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. A decision in this regard was taken at the cabinet meeting in New Delhi yesterday. Briefing reporters after the meeting, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said that the Lieutenant Governor has issued formal order in this regard, which will be sent to CAG today. Earlier, the 3 companies BSES Yamuna Power Limited, BSES Rajdhani Power Limited and Tata Power Delhi Distribution Limited, in their reply to the government notice, has opposed the audit, asserting that this issue was sub judice. On to our next story. The Maharashtra Cabinet will today take up the issue of Adarsh scam in its cabinet meeting today. The move comes after Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi publicly disapproved the Maharashtra Cabinet's decision to reject a Judicial Commission report on the scam. The Maharashtra government had on December 20th rejected the report of the Judicial Commission of Inquiry on the Adarsh scam tabled in the Legislative Assembly. The Judicial Commission was set up by the state government following allegations that the Adarsh Society high-rise was built in violation of norms with the complicity of politicians, bureaucrats and defense officials. The centre cancelled its 3,600 crore rupees deal with Anglo-Italian firm Augusta Westland for supply of 12 VVIP choppers to the Air Force in view of charges that kickbacks to the tune of 360 crore rupees were paid in it. The move came after the Defence Ministry sought the Law Ministry's opinion last month on the issue and the Defence Ministry's meeting with the Prime Minister on Wednesday. Facing the prospect of being blacklisted, Augusta Westland on Wednesday denied any wrongdoing and said it would robustly defend its reputation. In a late evening statement on Wednesday, the firm said it has not yet received any communication from the Defence Ministry regarding cancellation of the deal. On to our next story from the telecom sector. Telecom regulator TRAI imposed fines of 5 crore rupees in 2013 on operators for poor services and on telemarketers for pesky calls. The regulator disconnected 9 lakh numbers and blacklisted over 1.74 lakh unregistered individuals for making pesky calls and SMSs during the year. An amount of 2.8 crore rupees financial disincentive was imposed across all telecom operators for failing to meet quality of services benchmark in 2013. TRAI's advisor A. Robert Janar Ravi, while releasing activities of the regulator during 2013, said that there has been improvement in quality of services. Under existing regulations, the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India can impose up to 50,000 rupees penalty on telecom operators for failing to meet any quality of service parameters for mobile services and up to 1 lakh rupees for repeating such failures. On to news from West Bengal. Father of Kolkata's 16-year-old gang rape victim who succumbed to her injuries on Wednesday met West Bengal Governor M.K. Narayan to seek justice for his daughter. The father of the 16-year-old gang rape victim who died in a city hospital after allegedly set on fire by her attackers alleged that the Kolkata police asked him to leave the state and return to Bihar with his daughter's body. The girl was battling for her life since 23rd December. She succumbed to the burn injuries Wednesday. Civil society members and left parties also joined the father of the girl in protest, blaming the government for not dealing with the situation appropriately. Meanwhile, ruling Trinamool Congress has accused the left front of launching a wrong propaganda against the state government over the suicide of the 16-year-old gang rape victim, while the state Congress has demanded the Chief Minister's resignation and ordering of a CBI probe into the incident. On to our next story. Newly elected Maldivian President Yamin Abdul Gayoom, who is on a visit to India, will meet President Pranab Mukherjee and hold bilateral discussions with the Prime Minister today. Earlier, the Maldivian President arrived in New Delhi yesterday on his first official visit after assuming office in November. During the 4-day visit, he will discuss key bilateral and regional issues with the Indian leadership amid assertions by New Delhi that his visit will enhance ties. External Affairs Minister spokesperson Syed Akruddin said the visit would provide an opportunity to further enhance the close and multifaceted relations between India and the Maldives. Maldivian President yesterday met Foreign Secretary Sujata Singh in New Delhi. President Pranab Mukherjee on Wednesday signed the much-awaited Lokpal Bill providing for creation of an anti-graft watchdog which will bring under its preview even the Prime Minister with certain safeguards. The bill was passed by the Rajya Sabha on December 17th and the Lok Sabha on December 18th. The Lok Sabha Secretariat sent to the Law Ministry a copy of the bill which has been signed by the Speaker Meera Kumar. Official sources said that the bill was then forwarded to the Rashtrapati Bhavan for the President's assent. The bill takes the shape of the Act after the signing by the President and following certain procedures. The bill aims to set up institution of Lokpal at the centre and Lokayuktas in the state by law enacted by respective legislatures within 1 year of coming into force of the Act. Now some international news stories. The special court in Pakistan hearing the treason case of former President Pervez Musharraf has ordered police to produce him before the court today. The court, in its short order yesterday, declared that if Pervez Musharraf does not appear, the court will be compelled to order his arrest despite the fact that it has no intention to arrest him. Being the former president of the country, the former president failed to show at yesterday's hearing, citing security threats. His lawyers told the court there was not enough security for him. Musharraf is a first Pakistani former military ruler to face trial for treason. If found guilty, he could be sentenced to death or life in prison. He also faces separate charges of murder and restricting the judiciary. On to another neighbor, Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, a Dhaka court has dismissed 2 defamation cases against opposition leader Khalida Zia filed by Bangladesh ruling Awami League supporters over her hateful remarks about Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's home district. The opposition leader was criticized by Gopalganj residents and Awami League leaders for her comments. The same court on Tuesday had refused to admit a similar complaint against BNP chief. The BNP-led 18-party alliance has been demanding Hasina's resignation and scrapping of the January 5th polls. The BNP has refused to field candidates, saying elections under Hasina will be rigged, an accusation that a premier strongly rejects. Meanwhile, Information Minister Hasanul Haq yesterday insisted that Zia is not under house arrest. Ahead of national polls, Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina yesterday urged voters to cast their franchise for her party, vowing to return the country into a fully developed nation by 2041. The elections are due to be held on January 5th. The Palestinian ambassador to the Czech Republic has been killed in an explosion at his home in the Czech capital, Prague. Jamal al-Jamal, head of the Palestinian mission, died of his injury in hospital 4 hours after the blast. Czech police have said that the explosion might have been triggered by a safety device fitted to the safe. He suffered serious injuries and was taken to Prague's military hospital. Well, that's all in this edition. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.